Happy Arvo. Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. How you doing? Welcome to me, an American, reacting to 10 things not to do in Australia. These type of videos are always fun. I haven't done a list like this, reacted to a list like this in a long time. So I'm looking forward to it. Learning Canteen, link down below. It's their list. Let's see. That'll never not amaze me how you project things onto the Sydney Opera House like that. Where are the projectors? I asked that last time and somebody told me. They're somewhere.
10 things not to do in Australia. Welcome back to our channel, where we explore the world and share essential travel tips. Today, we're diving into the land of kangaroos, koalas, and stunning landscapes as
I'm trying to figure out where this guy is from. You know, is he from Australia?
we discuss the 10 things not to do in Australia. Australia, known for its unique wildlife, vibrant cities, and breathtaking natural wonders, offers an incredible adventure for travelers. However, to make the most of your trip, it's crucial to navigate the local customs, avoid common pitfalls, and respect the country's cultural nuances. In this video, we'll reveal the top 10 mistakes to steer clear of, ensuring an unforgettable and enjoyable journey throughout the magnificent land down under. So, let's get started. 1. Don't discuss politics.
That's number one. Don't discuss politics. Also, what flag is that? That ain't Australia.
In our journey through the 10 things not to do in Australia,
New Zealand?
we arrive at a crucial topic: politics. When visiting Australia, it's important to tread lightly and avoid discussing politics unless you're well informed and prepared for potentially.
What's kind of funny is I reacted to what not to do in America yesterday on my other channel, and this was one of the things on that list. Don't talk about politics. Okay. I mean, you can. At least over here in America, you can. Is that really like that big a deal? I mean, of course, you might find yourself in a debate if you decide to bring up politics. It can be a little awkward potentially, but hey.
Discussions. Australia, like any nation, has its own political landscape with diverse opinions and ideologies. Engaging in political conversations without proper knowledge or sensitivity can lead to misunderstandings or even offence. Instead, focus on the incredible sights, rich culture, and friendly locals that Australia has to offer. Embrace the opportunity to learn about Australian history and traditions.
I mean, I guess it is a little bit odd to go into someone else's country and start talking like what they should do or debating them on it. But on the other hand, it's an interesting subject.
Fostering connections through shared experiences rather than potentially divisive political debates. By respecting this aspect, you can ensure a more enjoyable and harmonious exploration of the land down under. 2. Don't ignore Australian road rules. Ignoring or disregarding these rules can have serious consequences.
It's so random. Like, yeah, any country you go to, I would recommend sticking to the road rules, or else you will die.
Remember to always drive on the left side of the road, adhere to speed limits.
Now that I would probably forget.
And buckle up for safety. Avoid using your phone.
You gotta buckle up when you're down under.
While driving, and never drink and drive. Additionally, be cautious of wildlife on the roads, especially in rural areas. Understanding and respecting Australian road rules will not only ensure your own safety, but
how often does a monkey cross the road in Australia? How many monkeys are there like in Australia? I mean, I'm kind of curious now. Australian monkeys? I don't know. Australia does not have any native monkeys. Okay.
Also the safety of fellow road users. So buckle up, stay alert, and be a responsible driver while exploring the magnificent landscapes of Australia. 3. Don't drink and drive.
Come on. Okay, I'm gonna let it play out just because it's kind of funny to me.
Stressed enough how important it is to never drink and drive while in Australia.
Not in Australia. New Zealand, maybe, you know. Switzerland, go ahead. It's fine there, but Australia?
The country has strict
Don't do
laws and
that.
severe penalties for driving under the influence of alcohol. Not only does it jeopardize your safety and the safety of others on the road, but it can also lead to legal consequences.
I'm skipping. Too boring. Sorry. I don't mean to roast this channel.
4. Don't underestimate the cost. One common mistake tourists make is underestimating the expenses associated with visiting Australia. From accommodation to food, transportation and attractions, costs can add up quickly. Australia is known for its high living standards, and cities like Sydney and Melbourne can be particularly expensive. Research and budget accordingly to avoid any financial surprises during your trip. It's wise to plan ahead, compare prices, and look for affordable alternatives such as budget accommodations, local markets, and public transport. By being aware of the potential
So far, I'm pretty sure all of these items apply to any country in the world. Maybe discussing politics is, I don't know. Is that a uniquely Australian-American thing? I don't
costs
think
and
so.
planning accordingly, you can enjoy your Australian adventure without breaking the bank. Remember, a little financial preparation goes a long way in ensuring a stress-free and enjoyable experience. 5.
Thanks for the tip.
Don't ride a bike without a helmet. Six, don't underestimate the size of the country.
That's fair enough. You know, if you didn't know any better. I mean, it is an interesting subject. Because considering Australia is like the same size as North America, you might be surprised by that because there's way less people and way less, major cities. Like compared to America, I don't know how many major cities there are. Probably 100. Over in Australia, how many are there? Major cities? I don't know. 10? I don't know. But that's true. That is true. Don't underestimate that. Good point. You're not gonna go from Perth to Sydney in a day trip.
Australia is a massive country, and many tourists make the mistake of underestimating the distances between destinations. Plan your itinerary
I like how this is turned from me learning. Typically, I learn things from a video. This is me critiquing the video.
carefully, allowing ample
But
travel
I'm having
time
fun. I'm not gonna lie.
between places. Avoid the common error of trying to cover too much ground in a short period, as it can lead to exhaustion and missing out on fully experiencing each location.
That's true. I think of that even when I'm traveling over here. You want to make sure you're not just driving the entire day. Okay, we got to the destination. We have 25 minutes before we need to leave and be on the road for 2 hours to get to our next destination. That's a bad thing to do.
Take into account the long travel times, especially when exploring regional areas.
I'm going to the next one. I'm sorry. Smoking? What's he going to say about smoking?
Your journey and appreciate the diverse landscapes this incredible country has to offer. 7. Smoking. Australia has strict regulations and restrictions when it comes to smoking in public areas. Lighting up in prohibited zones, such as indoor spaces.
I mean, the real tip about smoking, from what I understand, is bring your own cigarettes. Can you do that? Probably. I don't know. Will those get through customs? I don't know. But from what I understand, you're gonna go broke. There's some kind of slogan there, go smoke, go broke in Australia, because the packs are $20 a pop.
Restaurants and public transport is not only against the law, but also
That is a cool boat. What is this? The Navy?
disrespectful to those around you. Additionally, be mindful of designated smoking areas and properly dispose of cigarette butts in designated receptacles. To fully enjoy your time in Australia,
Do people actually do that, though? Over here in America, they just toss them. They really do. I have noticed in videos that Australia looks a bit more clean. I don't see a lot of cigarette butts laying around all the cracks and crevices like you can see over here in America in some places.
consider embracing a smoke-free lifestyle or limiting smoking to designated areas.
Time to quit smoking. You go to Australia, you're a smoker, You've been smoking for 30 years? Time to quit.
while
Time to consider a smoke-free lifestyle.
respecting local rules and the health and well-being of fellow travellers and locals alike. So make a positive choice for yourself and the environment by refraining from smoking in inappropriate locations while exploring Australia.
You know, I actually haven't heard very many people say, quit smoking for the environment. I don't think anyone. I know quite a few smokers, and I don't think that's convincing any of them. Hey man, you should really quit smoking for the environment. Not for your own health, for the environment.
8. Don't jump the queue. Australians
Where can you jump the queue? Which country can I go to where I can jump the queue? Maybe there actually are some. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of pulling this out of my butt, but I feel like in China, maybe it's more like people are a little bit more ruthless when it comes to the queue. It's kind of like pushing in front of each other, but I'm not sure about that. I might be making that up.
take queuing seriously, and it's important to respect the order and wait your turn in various situations, whether it's at a popular tourist attraction, a cafe, or public transportation. Cutting in line is not only considered impolite, but can also lead to frustration and
It can lead to a punch to the face. It can lead to a black eye.
conflict with locals. Embrace the egalitarian spirit and practice patience while queuing, allowing everyone their fair share. Remember, waiting your turn demonstrates respect for others and helps maintain.
And it turns out that Australians, especially Australian men, they may seem friendly, but if you anger them, you better watch out. Turns out they're strong.
A harmonious atmosphere, so avoid the temptation to jump
I
the
want it to cut to him right now with a black eye.
queue and join in the Australian tradition of patiently waiting your turn.
Turns out they don't like it when you jump the queue.
9. Don't rely on public transport. While public transport in Australia is generally reliable and efficient, it
Contradiction of a lifetime. I love it. That was actually kind of comical. I enjoyed that. Don't rely on the public transport. It's really efficient and always on time.
may not always be the most convenient option, especially when exploring remote areas or regions with limited coverage. Renting a car or utilizing other forms of private transportation can provide you with more flexibility and the ability to explore off-the-beaten-path destinations.
That was a really beautiful airport. Is that even in Australia? I don't know, because he showed a monkey earlier. But if it is, that's a nice... Is that Canberra?
Can provide you with more flexibility and the ability to explore off-the-beaten-path.
Oh my god, I can't spell. Canberra Airport. I'm kind of curious. Hold on, people. I think it might have been. I don't know. Probably not, but maybe.
Destinations. It's important to consider your itinerary and the accessibility of public transport options in each location. By having your own mode of transportation, you can maximize your time and make the most of your Australian adventure. So don't solely rely on public transport. Consider alternative modes of transport.
I say no transport at all. Just have them drop you off in the middle of the bush in the outback and fend for yourself. That's the ultimate Australian adventure.
Transportation to enhance your exploration and create unforgettable memories in Australia. 10. Don't litter. Australia is renowned for its pristine natural beauty, and it's crucial to preserve and protect the environment
Yeah, like I said earlier, I have noticed it is very clean.
during your visit. Dispose of your waste properly by utilizing bins and recycling facilities. Avoid leaving any trash behind, whether you're at the beach, national parks, or urban areas. Remember, littering not only harms the ecosystem.
It's funny that ever since, 2020, seeing like a dirty mask on the ground, that's become like, well, not so much anymore, but for a time period, that was like a more common, all of a sudden that was a thing you saw on the ground. Nasty masks.
But also disrespects the local community and future visitors. Embrace the concept of leave no trace and be mindful of your impact on the environment.
Like if you could have teleported or shown this video to someone in the past in 2018, they'd be like, why is there a why do you have a surgical mask on the ground? Like, what's the relevance there? What? It's pretty random.
By adopting responsible practices, we can collectively ensure the preservation of Australia's breathtaking landscapes for generations to come. So let's all commit to a clean and sustainable travel experience by refraining from littering and embracing our role as responsible visitors in Australia.
I think I'm done. That was a great video. I don't actually, I'm really curious what the comments have to say. There's not very many. Don't confuse the Aussie flag with the Kiwi one. We're sorry that they're similar, but that's not it. Yep, that's true. Don't give Australians a laugh Don't give Aussies to have a laugh by asking where the moose or monkeys are. Either way, we'll give you a silly reply or direct you to the nearest zoo. Indeed, indeed. Nobody is interested in politics. We know how we vote. That's it. The rest is just hot air. Always discuss politics. This is how progress is made. Disliked. I do find that kind of a funny notion. Like, don't ever discuss politics. I feel like back in the day, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, back in the day, I don't know, 1700s, I feel like people discussed politics a lot. Like, all the time. I feel like it's some kind of psyop or something to be like, don't discuss politics ever. That's what the establishment politicians want. Hey guys, don't discuss this, okay? We're happy where we are. Everything's fine. Don't discuss politics. I know that's not, it's different when you're traveling. But random thought. That was really something else, huh? I don't think I learned anything, but I was amused. I hope someone found that entertaining. I did. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.